So if this video bombs, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be real mad.
Well, that sure bombed. Thanks a lot, Apex, you're officially dead to me. Now what do I do? What else are people really interested in? What are people watching so consistently that it's become beyond obnoxious? Oh, frick. Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're playing Fortnite until the cringe consumes me. Yes, I have reached a new low, and I am very ashamed. Though it'll be worth it for the views. So yeah, previously I was just borrowing the 50 drops idea from TheNotable, now basically just stealing it. It's fine though, I'm sure he doesn't mind. Unless he does, in which case I'll probably stop. Now I hate to burst anyone's bubble, but this isn't the first time I've played Fortnite. I've actually played over 1,000 games, but around the beginning of Season 7, me and my friends agreed that Fortnite just wasn't fun anymore. People were just too good and you never felt satisfied after playing a game. But I'll get more into that later. For now, we are playing Fortnite 50 times, and this is Game 1. So this is the first game I've played in months, and so much has changed. This might intimidate some people, but I'm a veteran, so I think I can handle this. We're gonna pretend this didn't happen. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Game 2. I didn't record Game 2, but believe me, it wasn't pretty. This is actually for the best. Game 3. Wow, I actually did hit record this time. I'm so proud of myself. We're starting today's game with Zoe, my favorite skin. That's a joke. I don't like her at all. I dropped into Mega Mall, which used to be Retail Row. I miss that place. I looted around for a little bit, but then people started to shoot each other, so I got the heck out of there. Around Shifty Shafts, I found some Americans that had a disagreement. Is that culturally insensitive? Probably. A surviving American shot at me as I was passing by, but I built like a veteran. Nice. I was too afraid to fight him in the open, so I hid in a corner and drank my chug jug, hoping he wouldn't find me. He did, and he killed me before I could even heal. In the start of Game 4, I harassed people by default dancing. I have no shame. I dropped Happy Hamlet. It's a cozy little place. I don't like many of the changes in Fortnite, more on that later, but I do like some of the new locations. Well, I died almost instantly. I never even got to drink my Gatorade. I dropped Happy Hamlet again. Really like this place. Quite nice. You know who isn't nice? Me. Yeah, I bludgeoned this default to death. I know I should have just let the man live. He wasn't a danger to anyone. I started to hear players above me, so I did the obvious thing. Hide beneath the stairs. For a solid 4 minutes. Really, you would not believe the depths of my patience. It didn't help me though, because the guy found me. That is 4 minutes of my life that I will never get back. Game 6. Yep, more harassing. I dropped Neo Tilted because I'm a real man. It was weird, I only saw one other player drop here. One person or not, I know he was probably better than me. I was right, he was a much better player. In Game 7, the monotony of solo games became too much for me, so I decided to play one of the new game modes. This one, Storm the Beach by Attribution, looked pretty cool, so I gave it a try. The way this game works is that half the players assault a beachhead, while the other half defend it. The attackers have 15 minutes to break through and destroy this turret thing, and the defenders, obviously, have to make sure that doesn't happen. It's a bit more enjoyable to be the attackers, but at the end of the first round, roles switch, so you always have an opportunity to either attack or defend. With some very impressive teamwork, me and the boys pushed through to the top of the bastion. I died pretty soon, but that's okay, because you get to respawn, which is good for someone who's as special as me. Once the attackers reach a certain point of the bastion, they respawn, right up close to the turret thing. Then it becomes a desperate hold from the defenders to keep the oncoming assailants at bay. This stuff worked, but with some concentrated shooting and the power of friendship, we destroyed the objective. Hurrah for us! So now it's our turn to defend. Oh, and in case you're wondering, this game mode counts toward your challenges, so it's a pretty good way to finish some kill-focused one, like doing sniper damage. In the end, they tried, but they didn't stand a chance against our unbeatable teamwork. And my amazing shooting, of course. Well, this is one of the moments I honestly enjoyed in Fortnite, and if I was actually to come back to the game, yet again, more on that later, I would like to play this mode again. But I'm not here to have fun, I'm here to play Fortnite, and potentially get views. Anyway, Game 8. I dropped Lucky Landing and looted for a while. It was quite boring though, so I'll cut ahead in the video. As I was minding my own business, I heard another player in the same building I was looting. I put up a good fight, but what man could stand against Jamie Oliver first? In Game 9, I practiced some building while waiting in the lobby. Not that it helped me, I died pretty quickly and painfully. Well, at least I can see that my death was unavoidable. Jesse had the high ground.
It's over! I have the high ground! You underestimate... Don't try it!
Game 10, I actually don't know what happened in Game 10. For some reason the Game 1 was labelled as Game 10. Really don't know what happened. I'm just going to assume I won the game, and I erased it from my memory. And Fortnite also forgot about it as well. Yes, that is the most likely occurrence. For Game 11, I landed in Salty Springs. You know, previously I landed there over 50 times to try and get better at the game. Oh, and yeah, it didn't help. In Game 12, I dropped Happy Hamlet, because I had to complete a challenge, and I want those V-Bucks. And here, I got a good look at how Fortnite is dying, and the devs can't stop it. There's this little respawn van in certain locations that if you give your dead teammates chip to, they respawn. Now, in case you don't know, Apex Legends, one of Fortnite's main competition, has the exact same system. This and some other things that Fortnite have copied from Apex show that Epic Games is getting pretty desperate, because people are starting to fade away from their game and go somewhere else. Minecraft. Really, I don't see Fortnite continuing with this level of popularity for much longer. But hey, I could be wrong. I've known to be in the past. So what else? Oh yeah, I got into a fight and died. We dropped Neo Tilted for Game 13. I went into this building connected to the tower. Place. Or whatever, I don't know. It later becomes my #1 spot for Tilted. No one drops there, which is strange, because it can have some pretty good loot. Unfortunately, it's right next to a tower which is very commonly dropped. This man assaulted me and absolutely destroyed my self-esteem. If I had a decent shotgun, things would have been different. Okay, they wouldn't have, but at least in denial, I don't have to admit how bad I am. In Game 14, I dropped Salty Springs. I was then immediately beaten to death while trying to enter a house. I forgot to hit record until I was halfway into Game 15, which is probably good to be honest. Wasn't this wind tunnel thing around Tilted when I noticed a lonely default minding his own business? How adorable. So I attacked him with every bit of skill and intelligence I could muster. That's a joke, by the way. This is probably the dumbest fight I've ever forced myself to participate in. I have no idea why I jumped off this bridge. I have no idea why I built this giant structure and wasted all of my resources. And I have no idea why I missed all of my shots. Yes, I am trash. The default was more trash. After that shameful incident, I was almost instantly beset upon by another man. He built a mediocre structure, and by that I knew he was better than me. Game 16. I need to redeem myself. I need to prove that I'm not as terrible as I and everyone else thinks I am. That's it. Going full gamer mode.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg.
Well, it's time for Game 17. I dropped Frosty Flights again. There was no defaults around, so I was safe for now. After looting for a while, I hopped into this boar. I really like the boars. They're a heap of fun to use, and you never need to worry about the storm if you've got one of these. You know, with all these new additions to help you increase your movement across the map, the storm feels less relevant. I rarely found myself struggling to move ahead of it, which actually was a very important feature of the Fortnite of old. Time management was very essential. You had to schedule how much time you'd spend looting one area, and then how long it would take getting to the safe zone. Now as long as you have a baller, or a driftboard, or a wind tunnel, or whatever, you just don't need to worry about the storm. Everything I've just mentioned is cool and all, I just feel like it takes too much away from the game. But hey, since the game's bad, might as well take as much away as you want, the more the merrier. I continued my merry baller life and hop-skipped all the way to pressure plant. Now I know I did say that with a baller you don't need to worry about the storm, but I did lose half my health to it. That's just because I'm a goof and left my baller away in the storm. I built up onto this drone thingy, another thing they stole from Apex by the way, to give myself the high ground and notice someone going for the supply drop. I peppered him with revolver shots and he hit like the scared little child he was. Since he had stopped building, I assumed he had left, but I shot a grenade in just to make sure. Two things. Firstly, the proximity grenade launcher is incredible. Such a cool gun. Killed him with 2 shots, that's pretty good. Secondly, why the frick did he just stay there? I mean, even if he doesn't have any resources, just running away would have been a better option. Oh well, it's just free loot for me. But as I was enjoying my spoils, I was beset upon by another equally thirsty gamer. I put up a good fight, but I was third party by an even thirstier gamer. I got a kill though, so count that as a win. Game 18, I didn't record, but here's footage of me doing the take the L A note. There's symbolism here, I know it, I just need to find out what it is. Game 19, landed Happy Hamlet, and had a peaceful time looting about. Like I said, really like the location. I dare say it's my favourite place to drop. Then again, that's kind of like picking your favourite cancer, but I won't dwell on that too much. Moving straight on, way later into the game, I decided to loot this little house on a hill near Salty Springs. The seasons come and go, but this place remains unchanged. It's kind of like a metaphor, showing how Fortnite will always be with us. No! I saw another guy nearby and turtled up, ready for a fight. Fortunately, I messed up big time. Instead of spraying aimlessly at this guy, I could have built over him, just like he did to me. Because of my slow building and underprivileged shooting, he demolished me. But hey, look on the bright side. That fight only killed 5% of my brain cells. Game 20. When will this needless suffering end, you ask? Not for another 30 games! I default dance my way down to Lazy Lagoon. Another very nice location. The aesthetic is great. Jumping ahead because nothing significant happened for a long period of time and this video has been going on for too long anyway. The man had the audacity to shoot at me while I was making my way across the cold hard earth. I fought like a man. A slightly mentally unstable man, but a man nonetheless. It came down to a shotgun duel, and boy is the combat shotgun OP. As I continued on my merry way, another man had the audacity to shoot at me. Do you know who I am? I'm the guy with 1 kill. He skidded away from my grasp, seeing who I really was. Well, he did end up killing me, but only because he was too much of a coward to face me man to man. I landed Fatal Fields for Game 21, and left with very bad loot. But that's okay. It's the hard times in life that make you really appreciate the times of plenty, or in my case, the times when I don't die instantly. I travelled all the way to this desert and got into one of the drone things, hoping to find some decent loot. But all I found was a player who was hoping to sell my kidneys on the black market. So I had 2 options. Fight like a man or float about the turbines hoping not to get killed. I chose the last one, obviously. And hey, it worked. I score 1 for cowardice. I even made it all the way to Neo Tilted. Found one of those newfangled drifter boards. I gave it a ride in an attempt to look cool in front of the kids. The kids didn't think it was cool, and they killed me. Such is the fate of all social outcasts. For some reason I'm missing Game 22. I don't know what happened to it, but I hope it lives a long and happy life. Game 23 I landed in Neo Tilted. I got out of there, hurt, but still alive. No one shot me, I just jumped off a building. I thought I would have a peaceful time looting Loot Lake, and crying to myself. But this fellow thought otherwise. Have at thee, fiend, I will savour your death. After that, I really felt like I wanted to win this. So, I played very conservative. Frick, what is wrong with me? I'm more of a danger to myself than other people. After completely busting my ankle, I couldn't fight as well as I used to. And I was killed by this son of a gun. Even though I did a hard rage quit, if you look closely you can see that I ended up killing him as well. He had 9 HP and the storm was doing 10 damage. If only I had waited a second longer! Game 24. Dropped Polar Peak. That's really the only interesting thing I did. Besides busting my leg again. What is wrong with me? I decided to take out my anger with myself and some defaults having a fight. Should have just stayed out of it. Their quarrel was none of my concern. Game 25. We're halfway there. Just hang with me, we'll get through this. Well, it was a quick one, so that's good, I guess. Game 26. We're more than halfway there. I landed in Pruge's block for Game 26. He's the same guy who made the Storm the Beach map. So this block was also exceptionally designed. Whoever Pruge is, Epic Games should hire them. Maybe Fortnite would stop sucking so much. I mean, it's worth a try, you know, couldn't be any worse. Looted for a bit, enjoyed the scenery, and also destroyed it. But then I was attacked by another default. From my past experience, these guys are my worst enemies. They probably sense something kindred about me, and yet I don't look the same as they do. That's why they're always killing me. Yeah, it's the same in the animal kingdom. It turns out this little man was just lost and afraid, and he wanted someone to help him. I should have just let him go, but me being the thirsty gamer I am, killed him. Peanut, I'm so sorry. Oh, cool achievements. Witnessing my horrible war crimes, the FBI came to pull the plug on my anarchy. I just managed to grab a ball and scramble out of there. But they eventually caught up with me, and now I have a court hearing on the 25th. Typical. I had plans of not being convicted of murder on that day. I was stuck with the Sunstrider skin again in Game 27. I don't know why, I don't even like it. I dropped Lonely Lodge in Game 28 because it was one of my missions. Oh yeah, I'm going for those V-Bucks. I may hate Fortnite, but I still want its virtual currency. I grew weary of my constant struggles with strife and took a moment of peace. I left my mark so the people of the future generation would remember me and tell my story of how I died, pitifully. In Game 29 I made a friend. I don't need you anymore, Luke. Get out of here. Also sub to Luke Wham, he makes good videos. I danced and he ignored me. We were doing fine until this default came and bothered us. French time over, it's time to kill things. I dropped Neo Tilted again and went to my favourite spot. The area I was around started to get chaotic quick. There was explosions and people shooting me, it was just nuts. I ran for cover and I saw another guy picking up some loot from a kill. My reflexes actually worked this time and I destroyed him. Like I said, the combat shotgun is overpowered. As overpowered as it is, I decided to take the tactical shotgun, because it's cooler, which is exactly what everyone living in Alaska would say. I got another kill outside the same building. Amazed even myself. Fearing my power, the feds sent a hitman out to eliminate me. You can kill me, but you'll never kill my message. Game 30 was short and sweet. By short, I mean I died instantly. By sweet, I mean I don't have to play Fortnite for much longer, so that's good. I've decided to accept who I really am, default. I don't like this any more than you do, but I'm going to wear the skill until I perform at least mediocrely. Yeah, you're going to see the skin a lot. Surprisingly, no one killed me in Game 31. I killed myself, so I had to leave halfway through the game, so I decided might as well go out swinging. Game 32, landed shifty, died immediately, let's keep going. Game 33, I landed in Haunted Hills because I wanted to be alone. I found a storm flip in one of the birthday presents. In case you didn't know, this was recorded around the same time as Fortnite's second birthday. I threw it underneath myself because I didn't know what it did. Well, I know now. Anyway, I got as far as Tilted before my senseless ways were stopped by Big Snaky Jake. Game 34, landed in Mega Mall. Had a good time, lit about. I found the sniper rifle thing that gives you a location on the next storm. It's kinda cool, I guess. Anyway, I was going for this airdrop thing when I was assaulted by two other people at the same time. So I did a smart thing and threw a stink bomb on one guy and pushed him. You see, the past me would have just shot aimlessly at the structure until I was sniped by the guy behind me. But the me of today would probably have done the same thing if it wasn't for the guy behind me. I finished him off with a cool shotgun blast to the gut. I accidentally got caught in the wind tunnel, but I decided to just go with it. Unfortunately, my past sins caught up with me. An FBI paratrooper broke into my hut and took me away for questioning. Didn't record Game 35, all that you need to know is that I fought bravely to end default oppression, but no one would listen to my message. Game 36, landed in Neo Tilted and died in Neo Tilted. This wasn't worth your time or my time, but we're here anyway. Game 37, I tried dropping into Pressure Plant but mistimed it. Instead I dropped onto a little cliff top near Sunny Steps, hoping no one would go there. I was wrong, of course. I was immediately beset upon by two savage individuals and was ripped limb from limb. Okay, this right here explains everything wrong with the Fortnite community. Look at this, I have no gun and I have no way of defending myself. So I danced in an effort to appease the people around me. Previously, in the old seasons of Fortnite, people would have just followed along. Seeing how I had no way of harming them, they would have just danced and we would have had a good time and then go our ways and kill each other. Now people are so concerned about getting kills and progressing in the game that they forgot about actually having fun. I know this is true because this is exactly what I did and still do, as you will see later on in the video. Look, the point is Fortnite has become toxic because the people playing it have become toxic. That's at least my opinion. Feel free to tell me in the comment section below what you think about the game, good or bad. Game 38. I landed Dusty Divot. I remember the days when Dusty Depot was still around. All those times where I died. That's basically all the memories I have of Fortnite. Though for some reason Dusty Divot now has lava in it. Something, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but the government should probably look into it. I was just looting about for a moment when suddenly someone called down an airstrike next to me. I pushed forward to face my gutless opponent. To be honest, I should have probably just let the airstrike kill me. Game 39 was another short one. I dropped into Tilted and was killed by another player that actually knew what they were doing. Game 40. Last 10 games. Let's get some stuff done with these next games. But, not this one. This one was, this was not good. I landed in good old Salty Springs for Game 41. I really set out to make this game good, but I was murdered by another FBI agent. Where do they keep coming from? Game 42. I landed in Leaky Lake and was killed by a man that had a shotgun. I landed in Shifty Shafts again. What could go wrong? One of my challenges was to recover HP from Cake, but I was at almost full HP. What to do? Oh, okay. Gee, thanks, bud. I also had to dance in front of the cake, and like I said, I'll do anything for V-Bucks. That's basically the only interesting thing I did all game. I got all the way to Tilted before a default avenged his fallen brother by slaughtering him. I'm 19% these guys are working with the FBI. They can torture me as much as they want, but they'll never give up my V-Bucks. Landed in Fatal Fields for Game 44. I got into this barn place because I heard it's the best place to drop. Clearly, I was lied to. Now I was just minding my own business, hoping to pick up a gun that wasn't as trashy as my skin, when this fish guy glided right next to the birthday cake. You may think I'm unskilled and incompetent, but it takes a certain level of prowess to miss that many shots so close to someone. Oh well, he seemed harmless enough. I wanted to be friends, but he left me, just like my friends in real life. I didn't miss this time. I tried killing this next guy, but he had a shotgun and I didn't. To be honest, I kind of deserved it. That's another defenseless man I've killed. Should have just let him live. But the Fortnite in me was thirsty for fish blood. Another sad example of the toxic Fortnite community, which happens to be me now. Game 45, I landed in Junk Junction, where I belong. I wanted to have a peaceful moment alone to wallow in my misery, but a couple of other kids thought this would be a good place to land. Yeah, I skedaddled out of there before the children found me, thus preserving my life for a precious few more seconds. I moved over to this filming spot near Junk Junction. I could hear those guys really going at it, but as long as they're beating each other up, they're not beating me up. I looted around, played with this balloon thing, and generally had a good time. No, I'm actually feeling pretty good about this game. All I need to do is play smart. Yes, I think things are really looking... Game 46. I think I've developed a mild level of PTSD. But that's fine. If I'm going to have a mental illness, I might as well spread it on to other people. I dropped Mega Mall. There were a couple of people around, but I played it safe and got some pretty good loot. I thought I could forget the wounds of my past in peace, but this charge clearly thought it was a good idea to bring them up again. I won the dispute, but was then third party. That's okay, because Mr. Ricky soon suffered the same fate. Didn't record Game 47, and for good reason. Game 48 was recorded, much to my disappointment and yours. Game 49, second to last game, and don't worry, this one's a good one. I landed Tilted and looted for a bit. Didn't really do much though. I got as far as Dusty until I heard the footsteps of a nameless terror stalking me. Played some very wise maneuvers and scrambled out of there until he tracked me down and killed me. So how was this a good game? It's the second last game. That means the unending nightmare that is Fortnite is nearly over. Yay! Game 50, the very last game. Like Fortnite or not, I'm going to give this one my full effort. Put on my favourite skin and dropped into a faraway location. I just cruised about on this ball for a while until I noticed another player nearby. I tried this tactic of spinning around trees to disorientate him. I don't think it worked. Alright, I have no idea what possessed me to start Infinite Damage Run from him. I think my mind has finally snapped. Yes, I died, and I have nothing else to say on the subject. So that was me, playing Fortnite 50 times. Overall, it was a horrible experience, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone that has any level of taste or class. Look, all this flowery language is just for comedic effect. I'm not trying to hate against any of you people that work on Fortnite. I honestly think it's a very creative and well-made game. And if you enjoy Fortnite, that's great. I don't want you to feel bad about it. I just can't myself. For me personally, Fortnite probably won't be a game I will ever really enjoy again. I've had my fill of it, and I've had some good times. But I think that's it for me. I really don't think Fortnite has gotten any better, or will get any better. But if you want me to keep playing, I will. I'm basically at your mercy. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please consider leaving a comment and liking the video if you enjoyed it. It helps more people watch the video, and in turn helps the video get out there, and helps my channel. As I did in the last video, I want to shout out Wham. He's a personal friend of mine, so what are you waiting for? Go sub to his channel. His videos are better than mine. Let me know what you guys would like me to do next. I'm putting a poll up at the top right hand corner with some ideas I had for videos. Please vote on the poll, it will really help me get a better idea for what you guys want to see next time. Yet again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.